York hotel room. Your eyes, ocean blue. One touch is all it takes when you're with me. Oh, no rush, take it slow. Your love, a overdose. We got all night to lose control. Do what we want. Yeah, we can do this to the dawn. But I can't hold back anymore. Your clothes are on the kitchen floor, and I can't stop, I can't stop. I don't wanna take it slow, I just wanna lose control. So tell me what you're waiting for, 'cause I can't stop myself around you. You,
Thought I was done with it, thought it was cool. Still got some work to do. The damage that you did, still coming through. Didn't leave when I left you. Now I'm with someone else, it's like a living hell. Constantly down myself, 'cause I still see your ghost. What really hurts the most is I can't stop thinking of all the shit you said. Who's been in your bed? Too hard to forget. That's why I'm scared to love again. You're in my brain, never be the same. Messing with my head. That's why I'm scared to love again. That's why I'm scared to love again. Still looking for the truth behind the lies. It's fucking with my mind. I blame it all on you, 'cause every time I see them through your eyes. Now I'm with someone else, it's like a living hell. Constantly down myself, 'cause I still see your ghost. What really hurts the most is I can't stop thinking of all the shit you said. Who's been in your bed? Too hard to forget. That's why I'm scared to love again. You're in my brain, never be the same. Messing with my head. That's why I'm scared to love again. That's why I'm scared to love again. That's why I'm scared to love again. The shit you said. Who's been in your bed? Too hard to forget. That's why I'm scared to love again. You're in my brain, never be the same. Messing with my head. That's why I'm scared to love again.
Won't you come over? Dying to know where you came from. We're breaking open. Feel like your future's just begun. And all I know is that we lost time. If we stay right here, we could free ourselves. life we had before, and I don't recognize you anymore. Not anymore. Scream into the night, maybe I deserve it. I don't wanna fight, it's no longer worth it. And if we had lost a bit of the magic, holding on to the habit, just to see what'll happen, yeah. Are we chasing the feeling of almost love? You don't get me high enough, no, no, get me high enough. Though I try to remember the way it was, you don't get me high enough. A vision of the way the story ends. We're self-destructing just to feel something again. Ooh, forever no, 'cause neither of us can admit it. That's not the lie. Are we chasing the feeling of almost love? You don't get me high enough, no, no, get me high enough. Though I try to remember the way it was, you don't get me high enough, no, no, get me high enough. What I want is nothing but a dream. What you want is who I used to be. Oh, I try to remember the way it was. You don't get me high enough. Are we chasing the feeling of almost love? You don't get me high enough, no, no, get me high enough. Though I try.
So there won't be no fear tonight.
Keep walking down the line. Don't ever turn away. Keep walking down the line. Don't ever turn away. Keep walking down the line. Keep walking till the break of day. Till the break of day.
Hello. Hopefully you can hear me. Tell me if I'm too loud, because that green bar is going up pretty high. But hello. Keep that open in case the AirPods continue to do weird things. Let's see. But hi, Windfire. How are you doing today? I hope you are doing well. About the same level. Okay. So Is that better? Can you still hear the music, but I'm louder than it? Let me know if that's better. Something should have changed up with the bar now. Might be a little delayed. Because like before the green line for the music was like this song, you know. Good change now. No. Okay, hold on. Maybe I actually have to do it this way. Yeah. Okay. Can you still hear the music? So apparently me adjusting it in OBS does nothing. I have to like actually do the volume from like my computer volume button thing. Slightly. Okay, I'm gonna just keep going louder now until it's... Are we good now? I went up 2 notches. I'll eventually get this down one fire. Or maybe not. See, now it's showing that it's like barely playing on the OBS mixer, but I don't know if that's accurate. Okay, we're good now. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate you. Well, I'm back in Colorado this week, so which means I'm streaming on my old computer, which means hopefully this doesn't happen, but it means that we might crash during stream. OBS already crashed on me right before I started stream, so I'm hoping that's like the crash and another one won't happen. Pick a hat. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Which one? Which hat? I can grab one and show you if you want to look at it before choosing. But there are so many options. The black one in the middle, so hold on, where's my hand? Where's my hand? This one? That one? Do you want me to show it to you before you make your final choice? Here, I will grab it. I forgot, like I almost got up and like took my AirPods out. I'm like, oh, I don't have to, because they're wireless. Okay, so this one is green, actually. Is this okay with you? Okay. I have to put down my hair. I should have known. I should have just had my hair down. It's still kind of wet, and I showered this morning. Ugh. There you go. Just fix my hair. What do you think? Is it just wonderful? So this hat, sorry, I know you can hear that. I'm just making sure I'm talking about the right hat. Yeah, this hat got a little bit of a dust on it, but so I've worn this to work a few times, and they call this my Indiana Jones hat. It's got the leather on it. Yeah, thank you for the hat redeem. I like wearing my hat. Yeah, they call it my Indiana Jones hat at work. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Let's see here. Did it take away the music? No, it did not. Okay. Alright. So my plan for today is to get ready for my art show. So I have an art show. Well, it's a craft show, but for me it's an art show. So there's a show that I am taking part of, participating in, however you want to put it. I paid money for a booth, okay, and I'm going. Is on October 21st, which is a Saturday. Like 95% sure it's a Saturday. Yeah, it's on October 21st. I put the details in my About Me section on the profile under events. I believe it goes from, let me just double check to make sure I'm not spreading false information. But yeah, okay, it goes from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on October 21st. If you want to know the location, DM me for details and I will let you know. I just didn't want to put the location on my Twitch profile for reasons. But yeah, so yesterday I spent a good chunk of time going through all of my art show merch that I have, because I have merch from like previous art shows and stuff that I've done. So I have shirts. I didn't make the shirts, but like I put designs on the shirts, like upcycled shirts from Goodwill. I have photo prints, and then I have upcycled framed photo prints. So still have some of those. And I took an entire inventory of all of the stuff that I have from previous art shows. And there's some things that I don't need to order more of, right? Like I don't think I need to order more 8x10s. I still have a good chunk of those. Funny enough, so I had a good chunk of 16x20s. I only have 3 or 4 prints of 16x20s left, so I need to order more of those for the show. But that's easy enough. But when I had first made like my art show inventory, like I don't know, a year and a half ago, I had ordered 16x20s, 11x14s, and 8x10s. I have sold over half of my 8x10s. I just had ordered so many that like I don't need to order more yet. I'm down to a few 16x20s, so I need to order more of those. I have not sold one 11x14. So guess who is not buying more 11x14 prints like ever? Yeah, so I'm not doing that. The shirts that I have are all shirts that I bought at Goodwill or ARC, secondhand stores. And I made designs on my Cricut, you know, and put them on the shirts. And I like some of them. Some of them, like, oh, they're okay. You know, like, I've sold a few, not as many as I would like. So I'm probably never gonna do shirts again, unless I think of something like a lot cooler than what I've done. So literally for this next art show, I put like 20% of sales for shirts are going to go to a charity. So I'm hoping that kind of inspires people to buy them, to take them off of my hands. I won't lie to you, I took a few of the ones that are my size out and I'm keeping them. And then I'm like, but I really, like with the timing of this art show being October 21st, right? I'm like, I want more gifty items. So I'm like, okay, so like what are gifty items that people want pictures on? Calendars. Calendars are always a popular item. So I think we're gonna make calendars. And by we, I mean like you and I on this stream. We're gonna try to make these things, or at least like choose what pictures are gonna go in the calendar. I'm also, so I priced out several things. Okay, and it basically came down to that I'm gonna do calendars, mugs, and die-cut stickers. So I have the pieces to do the mug designs ready, so I figured we'd knock those out first, and then go from there. And then the rest of it is honestly just looking through pictures and trying to choose which one is gonna go on a calendar, and which one would make it like a good sticker. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So let me open up Photoshop, and hopefully my computer can handle all of this. Let's see. It's opening up Photoshop. The green hat and the orange shirt, very fall inspired, very fall. Also, I'm so thirsty right now. So I just got back from IKEA with my sister. I don't know how long we were there, you know, because time stands still when you're in IKEA. But I didn't have any water like in the store, right? And then like we went and got lunch, but we just drove through somewhere because the baby shower. So I don't really drink soda. Whenever I have gotten soda in the past, like from a fast food place, I either get what my husband wants and he gets to drink it, or I get one and I take like a few sips and I'm done with it. Like I just don't really like soda that much anymore, I guess. So I didn't get a drink there. Got home and I drank all of this. This is all that. I just chugged this, and I got home at like 4:10 people, and my stream started at 4:30. So yeah. So I do have this though, as well. All right, looks like Photoshop is open. Let me just grab the size that this needs to be for this mug. 1 second. And I'll get a blank template. And then we'll be designing. So like, I don't want to put just a picture on a mug. I'm trying to think of like what I would buy, right? Because while they're my pictures and I think they're all great, I don't think I would like go to an art show and buy somebody else's picture on a mug if it was just a picture. Do you know what I mean? Like, does that make sense? So I think I'm gonna do, I have like these, I think they're funny quotes that I put on some of the shirts. So I think that's what I'm gonna put on the mugs with some like camera graphics, but with like my sparkly kind of like background that I've been using. Yeah, and kind of go from there. Yeah, not unless I had some sort of phrase, right? Like that's what I was thinking. I'm like, if I just put like just a picture, like I don't think I would buy it. So I'm trying to be smart about what I make, I guess is the point. Alright, I need the print. What is this template? Print area. Okay, I have the pixels. 1 second. I can't remember numbers for shit, so I always have to write stuff down. Like I swear, if you were right, like, Becca, you need to remember 5, 10, 15, 20. I'd be like, let me write that down. Alright, so the print area, mug, print area, 2475 by 1155 pixels, 300 dpi, of course. Okay. Now let me go to sharing screen. Window capture. There we go. Ah! Pay no attention. Hurry, turn. Say. Oh, y'all just get suffer with me, okay? I'm saying. Yeah, I need to go a little bit more this way. Whoop. Question mark, whoop. I used to like resize everything in OBS and it's such a pain, so then I just started resizing my windows and you know what? Tessa Jane, you've been subscribed for 4 months. Thank you. And it actually, the name thing, it just put a money sign in front of it for some reason. So I kind of fixed it, kind of Also, CJ, resizing is always fun. Hi, CJ. Hi. How are you? Welcome on in. Yeah. So like, I've been streaming. This week I streamed from my new computer up in Billings, Montana, and now I am streaming from my old down here in Colorado. So like my laptops weren't completely set right, but here we are. Okay. So let's see. We need to open, not open. I clicked the wrong. You want new? Yeah. J. You want to open a new file with a pixel of 2475 by 1155. Thank you for the follow. The old bear. Okay, so the old bear. I love your username. I uncle, he was Uncle Tom, and we would call him the old owly growly bear when he was alive. So I love your name. Lots of popping here in the background though. Oh, there's music. That might be it. Here, hold on. Turn it up, and you tell me music. Was that the popping? Otherwise, there's dogs that are like walking behind. A microphone popping. Could be my hair. I'm new to this AirPod life, okay? I'm figuring my shit out all the time. Let me know if that helped. If my hair helped. No, I'm not making background today. My popcorn maker's downstairs. Oh, versus thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I like it. Appreciate you all being here. I'm just kind of, if I can talk English is like a thing. I am trying to get ready for an art show that I have on October 21st. So we are going to make some designs first. So I was just getting like the blank template ready to do that. So that's what this white rectangle is. But we're going to make it pretty. What kind of art show? So CJ, it's an arts and crafts. It's not like I keep inviting me to do shows at this church, so I'm like, sure. So, you know, it's a lot of homemade crafts. Like, there's going to be homemade jewelry there. There's going to be, you know, knitted items. I'm selling my photography and products that my photography is on. So that's what I'm doing. I do know they get some booths that are like Tupperware. It's like I know they get a few of those. But anyway, let's start on this design. I'm just gonna move chat over here just so I can see it. Okay, there we go. Now I won't miss anything, I think. Alright, so I have been using this new background as like part of my, so we're gonna put that as the background of the mod, which is this sparkly thing. Let's see. Neat, hope you have fun and get first place. Thank you, CJ. I don't think there's any places, but I appreciate it. I'll be a winner in my heart. How about that? I'll be a winner in my own heart. I'm like addicted to chapstick, I swear. Hell yeah. Hell yes. Thank you, CJ. You know what? I wonder if my laptop wasn't on. Alright, so we resize that. Typically, let me X out of this. Typically, on my backgrounds, I have a picture behind the quote that we're gonna do. Or the sparklies, we're gonna do behind a quote on the mug. Let me get the camera detail first. We're gonna have two. Do it is just gonna be two like doodles quote in the middle, but I don't really need to like get it. If that's gonna be like the final decision that I make. So let's see. We are going to. Oh, actually, since I'm in beta, can I do this? Remove. Woo! Remove background. I've been trying to figure out like little shortcuts that this AI Photoshop couldn't do for me. That did not. I made a whole ass new background. Well, that's interesting. Undo. Okay, what if I just do just this? I swear I always go like on an AI tangent when I start playing with this. Okay. Doesn't want to work. Oh, but this says remove background. I'm just fucking blind. That did not do what I wanted it to anyway. Fine. Fine. I'll do it the old school way. And click on everything. It's so hard. Click, 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 click. Delete. Wow, look at that. So we're gonna make all the black. Neat. Nope, gradient next time. Blink, 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 blink. Okay. And then if my microphone or if my AirPods are still making the like popcorn noise in the background, just let me know and I'll just take them out and we'll just go with the desktop mic because I've had success with that before in the past. I left my gamer headphones up in Montana, which is what I normally use. So my bad. Alright, we got that one. And then, oh, and one fire a hat? I have no idea what time he redeemed it at, but I'm just gonna wear it until another one is redeemed. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Because this one I can see easily from. Normally one fire you redeem the giant one, and that one I do have to keep a timer on because like I'm like, I can't see a thing. Not a bloody thing. Oops, wrong button to hold. Blink. Bucket. Bloop, 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 bloop. And duplicate that layer into our other file. Got to switch it up every now and then. I know, there's plenty of hats to choose. And I always like wearing my hat, so I appreciate it. Okay. So for like our imagining that this is like the, so like this image that we're working on right now wraps around a mug, right? Just like a little 11-ounce standard mug. Do I make these smaller and do a quote between them, or do these guys whoop, sit above a quote? Not sure. Or do I just do one camera? Or hold on. This one? No, this one. Do we do look at every other? Let's see. Let's just try putting the words. I don't know if I want the words going across the bottom, but we're going to try it first before I nix the idea. Okay, and we are going to put, let me just make sure that I'm reading this right. I know it's really hard to read right now. 1 second. We're gonna make this much bigger. Can we go to 60? Go higher. I feel like I'm getting too close to the edges. Like this is the print area, so this is all safe area, but like still. Let's see. So it says all bodies are beautiful because they're camera bodies. Let's see. Or we could do something more like this. Move, come on, up here. I do kind of like that better than it like all being on the bottom. Maybe I should make it all capitalized. Well, all lowercase. I kind of like that better. Okay, let's see. Okay, I don't mind that. I know it's still a little hard to read right now, but we're gonna fix that here in a minute. I think we can go back up to 30 point now that I lowered the A. Takes up less space. Okay. And then, what if we did that? I have to just make sure we're gonna put on this. Original images. Obviously it has to be horizontal. So all bodies are beautiful. I'm looking for, I know you can't see like my menu of pictures, and that's just because like I can only share one window at a time without sharing my whole screen. I don't want to share my whole screen, no thanks. Could do that one. It did stand out better on the blue part, huh? What if I just did I probably shouldn't reverse it because everything else I have is pink on top. Let's see. Where are my measures? show. Huh. Let's see. Okay, there it's all even on the top. Maybe this one does have to stick out. Maybe the body's kind of. Alright, where are my like on the sides you would have the rulers. There you go. I swear I can figure stuff out on my own sometimes. Because if the bodies of the cameras are lined up, that'd probably be good. We can bring this up a little. And I just want to make sure these two items are lined up with the background, which apparently they are. And then all of these guys are lined up horizontally, except I didn't really want to do that. Where's that guy? We do minus you. Okay, now they are centered. Now we will get the line. Okay. With it being down there, I think it looks better. Thank you, old bear. The old bear. The bear. The popping again. Here, we're just gonna go to that. You can hear me now, right? Hopefully. Okay, cool. Then output is still playing music, so you should still have that. I can't hear the music, so if something's going on with the music, you need to let me know. Alright. Music's good. Very good. Very nice. I feel like I can throw another pun in here. You know, like there are camera bodies, all bodies are beautiful. What about like a body of water as well? Is that like pushing it? I could do like an animal. I think I'll save that one. I have one that's like, you just like me for my body. I think I'll save an animal for that one. Let's see. Let's try a picture that I took of Hanging Lake. Let's try that. Yes, you think one quote is the way to go personally? Like one quote on each mug? Is that what you mean? Or like, do you think, so I'm going to have 4 mugs. So I was thinking they would all each have like their own quote, but with the same 3 cameras, but a different like image with the sparklies in the background. Shrink that down. Yeah, 1 per mug, yep. I agree. The old bear, what do you do? What brought you in today? This image up so the water where the quote is. Let's say drop shell. Shall we duplicate this and make one invisible? So I have to rasterize this layer, and then I don't have to go back and undo it if I don't like it, you know? Layer style. Drop shadow. Oh, that drop shadow is really far. Increase the spread. Size. Okay, I kind of like the cloudy back shadow or drop shadows, and then I like bump the opacity down. Is that weird? Am I weird? I feel like that might be a little weird. Just a little. So you do portraits in charcoal. Realistic portraits with expressive backgrounds and some abstract stuff. That sounds really cool. Do you stream your art? Drop shadows on these too. No, you don't stream? Are you thinking about it or not interested? Or have you ever thought about it? I follow like some artists on TikTok and stuff, and a few of them do charcoal work. My minor is in fine arts, and I've worked with charcoal before. It is not for me. I have like a thing about getting things on my hands, and so obviously charcoal doesn't work well for me. I did the wrong thing there. Maybe you consider it from time to time. Well, if you ever start, don't be afraid to let me know, and I'll come watch. If you want. Is there a drop shadow? There we go. One fire, the closest thing you've ever come to using charcoal as a medium is playing in the fire. What are you doing, Willow? You have a toy? You have a toy? You don't want me to play with you, though. She doesn't want me to do that. She's walking away. Alright. Okay, I kind of like this. I like this. Okay, it only comes in regular. I was checking to see if the font came in a bold. I don't think I'd want to bold it because I like how elegant it is, and bolding can kind of take that away. Oh, you're welcome, Yoga. You just bought your first camera, mainly for taking your own reference photos, but you kind of want to learn photography too. That's awesome. What kind of camera did you get? I have to ask. Are you gonna save this? Oh, Rebel SL2, you went Canon. Good for you. Mug Design 1. That's what I'm going to call this. That's a good question, Moonfire. Do you make your own charcoal or do you buy it? I didn't know you... Well, I guess it makes sense that you could make your own. I just never thought about it. And when you say you do portraits, Field Bear, do you do like portraits of people? You're gonna try to make your own for sure, but you haven't yet. You've bought it all so far. You know what's funny? So I have like art supplies in the shelf over here. And this shelf actually. But I have like a pencil drawing kit, but it's up in Montana in my condo. And it's got 2 sticks of charcoal. I've never used them. I do. What's funny is I do like using chalk pastels, like colorful chalk pastels, but I don't use my hands. Like I feel like with charcoal, like you really use your hands, and I just have a thing about like things being on my hands. So I'm sorry, I can't use charcoal. But with like the chalk pastels, I just like put color on it. Like they're wrapped, you know, so it's not like you're touching the chalk pastel itself. But I just put on the paper, and then I use like giant Q-tips and stuff to like blend it, so I don't use my fingers. I just have like a weird thing. I don't know. Mostly people, but you're gonna do more animals too. So far, you've only done a couple of animals. Okay. What animals have you done? You can paint charcoal with brushes? Really? Alright, I might have to play with the charcoal that I have then. Because, like, in my art classes in college, they always had us use our hands, like... And I feel really silly that that's, like... Because not a lot of things bother me like that, but for some... And I think it's just because, like, it touches you, and then you touch other stuff, and then you have charcoal everywhere. At least that wasn't my issue. I'm just not a neat person, I guess. I don't know. So here, let's pull up another one of these quotes that I have. You just like me from my body. Okay, let's pull this back up. You just like me for my body. This might be a 2-liner. No, I don't like a 2-liner. Guess we're gonna have to go smaller. Too small. You just turn it into powdered charcoal. So like you take, like I have like a stick, and I would just like basically like use a mortar and pestle and grind it. You did a couple of dog portraits and one of a tree frog, but the tree frog one was colored pencil. Alright, were they your dogs? The image is going to change. Let's go with that. I think I already know what picture I want to use for the body one. FYI, since I'm on my old desktop, if I crash, I'll come right back on. You might just need a refresh, if that happens. You rub it on sandpaper and save it in a jar. I'm like thinking like, okay, I've mason jars on the top shelf. I can take one with me. The dogs were yours. I have 3 dogs. You might be able to hear, none of them are in here. I don't think any of them are in here. None of them are in here with me right now. But I have 3 dogs, so occasionally you'll hear one walking behind me. Sometimes they'll come up and try to get my attention. And then sometimes Aspen gets sassy and will come in here and be vocal. Not like husky vocal. She does more like a kind of thing than like a howl, you know? I have a little zoo. I have 3 dogs, a cat, and 2 bunnies. Hello. I have no one to blame but myself. Let's see where let's put this down here. You just kind of get blacked, don't you, Elk? Okay, we're gonna choose a different one. You have 2, a German Shepherd and a Beagle mixed with something. That sounds cute. If you had a guess, what would you guess that your Beagle is mixed with? Based on like how it looks. I guess I could have just... Could have just done this. The correct answer is Play-Doh? Oh, for art supplies? I thought you were saying like the Beagle is mixed with Play-Doh. Oh, you are saying that? Oh my gosh. Okay, why? Why is the Beagle mixed with Play-Doh and fire? I do like having the 3 though. Let me see if I can find another image that will work. The funny image. Dachshund and Jack Russell, maybe. Okay. Interesting. Is it like, does the Beagle have like super short legs? That you're thinking Dachshund? No, but a long body, gotcha. You're about gonna start dinner? No problem, on fire. You'll have to tell me what you're making tonight. I'm sure you're making another one of those meals. You said it's not from HelloFresh, but like from a similar company. Let's see here. Oh, and he likes to spring up in the air like a Jack Russell. That's cute. That's awesome. I have a golden retriever, and then I have what I thought was gonna be a black lab mix, but we did one of those doggy DNA tests on her. But I have heard that apparently those are not all too accurate. So not sure if I should believe, I guess, their DNA test. Didn't do DNA tests on the golden retriever because we bought her from my husband's cousin, which we will never do again because that was just a whole experience in and of itself. But the other 2 dogs are rescues. So I'm just trying to find this other image that I have. And I'm not good at multitasking. But the other 2 are rescues. So Sequoia is a golden retriever, and then Willow I thought was going to be a black lab mix, but her DNA test says that she is an Aussie cattle dog, which I can see. Okay, along with like 4 different bully breeds. Okay, like pit bull,
American Bull, English Bull, like 4 different kind of bully breeds, and then it was like super mutt after that. But she's got the webbed toes like a lab does. She's got like that kind of coat that a lab does, like the water wicking coat that labs do. But apparently she's not lab. But now that I know that those DNA tests are not 100% accurate, I'm like, well, maybe she is. You know, it just didn't show up. I don't know. And then my third dog is Aspen. So yes, all of my dogs are named after trees. She's the smallest. She's white with black spots, kind of like a Dalmatian, but they are definitely more like blended. Her back along the spine is like longer, not like thicker like a ridgeback. It's just longer on the back, and that's where her spots really blend. She's got like half perked ears and a curly tail, and I thought she might have some Dalmatian in her, you know, just because of the coloring. But her DNA test came back and said that it was, or that she's Aussie cattle breed, like Willow. And then Great Pyrenees, which I think is hilarious. And then Chow Chow. She doesn't have a purple tongue or anything like chows do. But that's what her DNA test came back with. Sometimes you think your Beagle mix might have some ridgeback. They have like, your dog has like that thicker hair on the spine. I've been around a Rhodesian ridgeback. When I was in Venezuela, I was there with my sister and her then husband, and one of his friends had a Rhodesian ridgeback. Right, I'm in the right folder. Jeez. Ooh, let's try this one. This one's a bison with birds sitting on its back. I'm gonna try this one. Only when his hackles are up, but when they're up, it's very ridgeback. Like, really? You never know. I mean, you could do one of those DNA tests just to see what it says, but I don't know if I'll pay for another one until they become more accurate. Like, there was a guy who did a study and ordered DNA tests from various companies, and like, he sent in 2 tests per company or something like that. And one of them was for what was his, like, purebred, I think it was a purebred German Shepherd, but I could be wrong. And then he swabbed his own spit, like human spit. And he got dog DNA test results from, like, 2 of the 4 companies that he tested, like, for his spit. Like, they said he was a dog. He has that gold coat with the reddish blackened triangle shape on the forehead too. I don't think this one's gonna work either, just because of where. Let's try this one. I need to start closing out of these tabs though in Photoshop, or I'm gonna end up with like 20 tabs. Then my poor 8-year-old computer is not gonna be able to handle itself. Oh, the brows. The skull structure in the brow that ridgebacks have. I'm trying to remember, because like I saw this dog back in 2012, and it's the only ridgeback I've ever seen. His name was Callie, by the way. I'm trying to remember I don't remember I don't remember noticing anything specific on the brow. Love the bison beak. Very big. Very nice. Maybe not that big. The one you met was named Thor and he had that brow. I'm sure it's a thing and I just didn't notice. You know? Kinda like the eye. Okay, that's not bad. This one more that I was trying to find that I originally had in mind. So I'm just trying to find that one. It was on the next day. I was in Yellowstone 2 days and it's a picture from Yellowstone. No. Where would it be?
I can't say you anymore now when you sit here and ignore the love
I didn't mind that one bison one though.
I can't be
What is that?
this time, baby. You're not crazy. This I know.
I've tried sharing like my photo folders before, but it lags so much because there's so many pictures in each folder that. Oh, here it is. That didn't work out too well. I'm trying to share that screen. Hi, Jenny. Jenny's got the sauce, guys, and she brought it here. Hi, Jenny. How are you? I am good. Just getting ready for an art show, so we're trying to work up some mug designs. I am. Thank you. I appreciate you. You're eating your soup. What kind of soup? I'm trying to see if I want this Elkhead to be bigger on this design. Ooh, yeah, art show. Yeah, it's not until October, but I have learned in the past to get products ordered early, because if you wait, you know, it all goes to hell. Chicken noodle soup. Oh, you have a sore throat? I'm sorry. It's no fun. I hate sore throats. Like, you know, it's not like you can like ignore a sore throat. You know what I mean? Like, if your foot hurts, you just put your feet up. If your hand hurts, you don't use that hand. But how can you stop using your throat? You can't. So when it hurts, it just sucks. So I'm sorry, Jenny. I hope you enjoy your soup. And I hope the soup is helping. Oh, it's too small. Bison. We're gonna go with the bison. But do I want the bison there or do I want to shrink the bison down? What if I put the eyeball in this one? That's too far over. Maybe in there. Maybe it's more. Then it's not so blank on the right. What do you think of this one, guys? Or should I keep looking through my animal pics for something else? might have to go get another water before I'm done streaming. Oofta. Oofta, oofta, oofta. I'm trying to think of what other. Because I'm like, I have a lot of pictures of birds, but I don't think the quote like "you just like me for my body" kind of goes with like a bird. It's not weird. Like I'm like I don't think a bird would say that. I'm like trying to judge what an animal would say. I don't think a bird would say that. Guys, I don't think a bird would say that. Try. I don't think I tried them at the way from the mugs. It's just. Yes. What do you smell? What did you do? You stink. Yeah, you stink. What did you do? Yeah, come here. What did you do? Let me see. Let me change this. There. Now people can see you. Do you stink? You do stink. But why do you stink? Don't say any reason why you should stink. You just have stinky farts? Huh? Is that it? What's your other? Oh, thank you. Did you just have a really stinky fart? She's the one that likes to roll around in poop, of course, because she's, a white dog. So of course she would like to roll around in poop. But I don't see anything. You don't look messy. No, you don't look messy. You're being such a good girl, Rosa. You're being such a good girl. Hey, you stink. What did you do? Willow is here. Yeah, good dog, Willow. Willow, you want to say hi to Willow? Oh, Willow. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Willow. See, Willow holds onto my arm. You coming back? You coming back? You want more attention? No. Good girl. Good girl. Say hi. Say hi, everybody. Yeah. Oh, Aspie. You don't stink so much now, so maybe you did just have a bad part. Yeah. Yeah, like, I would agree Willow has a little bit of bully breed, but I don't know about, like, American Bulldog, English Bulldog. Like, I think she's got some pit bull in her. Because of, like, her forehead's got, like, the big, like, dented forehead. But tell me how this little one is a Great Pyrenees mix. That one cracks me up. Yeah, you're such a Great Pyrenees mix, yes you are. You're so cute. Alright, Sequoia, you've been dying for your turn. Come on. Come on. Yeah. My baby. I believe too. There you go. Is that better? Is that better? No. Can I have a kiss? Thank you. Thank you so much. Puppy babies. Hi, Jeepers! For sure, it's too subtle to be mostly bully, yeah. Definitely just a touch of pity or nasty. Squishy face. Show everybody your squishy face. Squishy face. Squishy face. Yeah. Want to show everybody how ferocious you are? I know, there's nothing on my desk. Grrr, so ferocious. So ferocious. Yeah. Come. Okay, get down. Get down. I have to continue. I know, I'm so sorry. Sorry, Jeepers. Hi, how are you? I'm good, Jeeps, I'm good. I'm back in Colorado this week, so I am streaming on my 8-year-old computer, but so far so good. But while I'm thinking about it, again, this is your friendly reminder that I am streaming on my old computer. So if stream crashes, I will be right back on. You just need a refresh, and I'll be back on if we crash. You'll know when I'm ending stream. Alright, now, do I leave the bison like this? Or do I go big bison? Little bison? Big bison. I have decisions to make. You like the big bison better? So we're designing mug steepers. So I have an art show coming up on October 21st. So I'm going to have 4 mugs, and I think I'm going to have them all be different with different quotes and different pictures in the background. So we made one earlier. No, pull it up like that. We made one. All bodies are beautiful. Okay. So we made this one because our camera bodies, get it? All bodies are beautiful. And then we have this one. You just like me for my body. I have to put the drop shadow on this text yet. Let me delete these unnecessary layers. I won't lie to you, I just tried to drag a layer from Photoshop to my trash can on my desktop. It did not work. This is another one. Okay. So we are going to copy this. Do this. And get rid of this. You've lost your husband to Baldur's Gate. Don Marshall, is it Don Marshall 72? The Lord of the Rings fax guy has been playing that. Is your husband the Lord of the Rings fax guy, Jeepers? I would seriously go a little batshit crazy if your husband was the Lord of the Rings fax guy. That's so exciting. I hope you have the best time with the art show. Thank you so much. Yeah, I took inventory of all the stuff that I have from previous art shows, and I need to buy some more 16 by 20 prints. And then I'm trying to just get some like gifty items in there, like these mugs. I'm gonna have die cut stickers, and calendars. I'm gonna have some calendars. I'm just going to scoop this over a little bit so the Y isn't going into that camera. Right. I would also go a little crazy if he was, but he's... Jeepers. But he's not a huge LOTR fan. It's a little heartbreaking. But you doubt it, so you doubt it. Unless he's living a double life. I doubt it. When would he have the time, Jeeps? When would he have the time? Alright, we're gonna save this one. My dad, he's retired now, but my dad used to work for the railroad. And he had a route. He was a railroad engineer, which means that he's the one that like drove the train. But he used to have a route that would take him away from us for like 24 hours. So he'd be home for 24 hours, gone for 24 hours. Home for 24 hours, gone for 24 hours. And when I was a kid, I used to like dream up that he had like this second family, you know, because basically I used to live in La Crosse, Wisconsin. And he would take the train to St. Paul, Minnesota, and then come back down to La Crosse. Oh, I got a follow. Thank you so much. Is it Ventic? Ventic? Is that right? Is it okay if I just call you Vent? Thank you for the follow. You completed my follower goal of 75. Thank you so much. I'm like super excited now. Oh my gosh, I made my goal. That was the first goal I ever set for myself, and you were just like, boom, sending it home. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, let me know if Ventic is correct or if Vent is okay. And I have to, so Stream Elements used to just say thanks for following name. And then I figured out how to fix it, apparently, to an extent, but it still puts a $sign in front of everybody's names, so I'll have to go in and fix that. But again, thank you for the follow. Alright, what was I doing? I was saving this. That's what I was doing. Go on, V! Thank you for subscribing, name! But see, it put the name in the thing. You just have a $sign in front of it for some reason, because I'm special. Thank you for the sub, Goonie. Goonie appearance! Wow, 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 wow. The celebrities in the house, yeah. Alright, save a copy of this. Hi, Goonie. Wow, woo wee woo. Hi friends, how's tonight going? It's going well. It's going well. How about you, Goonie? Ben says, my new body is coming today. The Limix S5 II Beast video camera. Oh, you're a videographer, Ben? Jeepers. I've legit just been rotting in bed all day. Tonight is gonna be rough because I gotta get work done. If you have a laptop, Jeeps, just do the work in bed. I'm such a bad influence. Yep, so you're a videographer. What do you just say, like, what do you videograph? Like, what do you photograph? Like, what do you videograph? Like, weddings. Like, that's what I'm trying to get at. Like, do you shoot weddings? What do you do? Sometimes you just gotta have a rowdy kind of day, right? You can't. Oh. You need your dual monitor to get anything done. Jeepers, you know, I work remote for my job. And I have a work laptop. And that's all I use. Like, everybody else is, like, that I work with is so flabbergasted. They're like, how do you work with just a laptop? I have, like, my dual monitor set up. Like, I took my monitors from the office and they're at home with me and I have those set up and I have to use them, like, with my laptop. And I'm just, like, on my couch with my little work laptop, like, ow. I don't know. I'm a laptop person, I guess. But you do branding, products, and B-rolls. B-rolls. Very cool. Is that like your main job? Or is that like the side hustle? Because like this for me is my side hustle. You know? Let's see here. Did I save this? Yes, I saved it. Okay. Alright, so the third quote that I have. So we have done. All bodies are beautiful, and now we have you just like me from a body. Branding is so fun. I do a lot of brand design. We're gonna need a montage. Oh, Goonie, I have some drama to catch you up on, but I ain't gonna do it here. But just so you know. Oh, my third quote. My third quote is one that I was like really nervous to bring into the church last year. There we go. I need tea. I will spill the tea to you. I'll message you too, Jeeps. I'll message you too. It's about stuff and things and stuff. By the way, One Fire, I've been wearing this for an hour. And I just realized that it's supposed to be like 15 minutes or something. something. And I've just been sitting here with my hand. Goody says, anyways, I'm a one laptop kind of work dude as well. Right, but your office stream gaming setup, absolutely not. Dual monitor minimum. I am so excited when we condense, like when Warlock and I condense back our Montana, Colorado lives. I'm so excited to have both of my computers here. Keep the hat. You don't want to pick a new one, Goonie? You can pick a new one. Here, hold on. Let me go to here, and then let me go to here, and then let me go to here. Do you want to pick a new one? I know they're kind of blurry back there. I don't know how to unblur them because I can't get all the way out of the picture. And I will gladly grab one and bring it closer if you want to look at it before making a final decision. But like Kate or Onefire thought this was a black hat back there, and it's really like this olivey green. That middle one is huge. You're going for the big middle one? Okay, all right. One second. I will grab it. You want the big middle one? This. You want this? Okay. Hold on, I gotta get my hair all to one side. What do you think, Goonie? I can only see you right here. Oh, and Jeepers, thank you for the water. Oh, thank you, Jeepers. I appreciate that. I'm thinking about doing, so like it's got like this nice dramatic flair, right? But I'm thinking about lifting it a little bit. I almost like it. Like I know it's not 100% functional, but like, come on, just imagine like the big sunglasses and walking down a street like in a dress. I would just look so dramatic that I almost don't want to change it. But part of me wants to put a wire in here, like right on the edge, so I can just shape it how I want it so that I can see, but maybe still have like a thing. I don't know. Oh, but you shared a couple of links. I'm gonna open those up and look at them after, okay? If that's okay with you. I'm gonna open so that my desktop computer doesn't go too crazy. My desktop can only handle so much. But I'll definitely give them a watch after stream. Ben, do you stream as well, Ben? The hat goes crazy, to be honest. Absolutely a vibe. This is actually one of my newest hats that I have purchased. Yeah, just checking. Because I can't see. Look, I'm like, I can't see. Yeah, this one is one of the newest hats I've bought. I bought it out in California, actually. There's, in Santa Cruz, there's a hat store. And I told my husband I want the biggest hat they have. And I got it. You don't stream? Okay. Love the bikes my hubs and I will ride. Ooh, I can't wait to watch these. Alright, we have my body, my choice. We need a new image for the background. Goonie, we are, and Bent, because I don't think I've recapped since you joined as well. We are making mug designs for an art show that I have on October 21st. So let's see. My body, my choice. What kind of picture would go behind my body? My choice. Oh, by the way, I never told you that your last AI image means stitches. I will give you 3 guesses. Who created the goldfish with the sunglasses and the gold chain? You get 3 guesses. It's somebody that you know. I wouldn't do that to you. Anything that I'm scared, I'm always gonna pick One Fire. No, it was not One Fire. Oh, audio's down for you? Hold on. Is that better? All Gucci on your end, Goonie? Okay. Did I get too loud then? My phone volume was all the way down. Oh, jeeps. Oh, jeeps. Oh, jeepers. You ain't even had your sleeping meds yet. You like just all know Jeep's routine though. Ooh, what did I do? Don't do that. Don't do weird things on me, computer. I don't know how to handle it. Do weird things on me. Jeepers. The amount that I want to try. Okay, hold on. Hey, I'm just McCaffney. That's what you put. Beautiful. I can speak Jeeps. I feel so proud. Like, can you even see my face right now? Like, I think that's Swedish for shut the fuck up. Do you do mostly wildlife photography? Yes, I do, the old bear. I used to do client photography. I used to be a wedding photographer. Found quite a bit of success with that, but I hated it. Like, it was something, you know, like, you know, you go to college, you like taking photo classes, you know, whatever. Obviously, there is a lot of business in the wedding industry, so that's kind of where I went to first. And I just really did not like photographing weddings. So I stopped doing it. So then I started doing senior portraits, found success with that. And you know what? I didn't really like that either. So I just kind of figured, hey, maybe photographing people isn't your thing, Becca. So, yeah. So then I started just doing wildlife photography. I'm starting to try to aim more towards like a conservation standpoint. So I will be revamping my blog to be more focused on conservation efforts and bettering the world in general. But yeah. Thank you, Old Bear. I think it's awesome too. And I bet it is common. Like, it's just like, you know, like people see where the money is and that's kind of where they go to first. And don't get me wrong, I know some photographers that love doing weddings. Like, they're like, why wouldn't you want to be a part of like their biggest day, you know, kind of thing. And I just realized, guys, I've been working over here and you guys are not working with me. I'm so sorry. All I did was add this picture to the file. Anyway, but like, for example, there are so many real estate agents out in California right now because like even the cost of like a 500 square foot condo in some parts of California is like almost $1 million. Okay, so you sell like one unit, like one house, and you make big bucks. So like a lot of people are going into real estate because they think it's like this easy money making win. And it's really not because it's so saturated that like it's hard to get clients. Like my mom was a 6-figure real estate agent in Wisconsin, moved to California, and she honestly has been struggling since. It's actually Latin for it's about to get weird. Oh, hold on. Then I have to say it with the proper Latin, you know, so there's no like at in Latins or is. Oh my god, so ow, just McKiffany. There you go. Hope I did you proud, Jeeps. That's all I want to do is make you proud, Choops. That sounded strangely French. Ow, Vishsamikiffany. Ow, Vishsamikiffany. I like the kiffany at the end part. Kiffany. Why is it so small? I don't know. It's not bad. I don't think I like this one for this one. I can tell you, I really appreciate you for gearing towards conservation. Super important. Thank you, Old Bear. I appreciate that. It's something that's really important to me. Like, I'm a huge national park photographer because of all of the conservation efforts that they do. Love the national parks. I actually just redid my About Me page on my website to update what charities I donate to, because for every sale that I do on my website, I have to redo how like the checkout process goes, so it's not perfect yet. But eventually it'll be so that when you check out, you choose the charity at checkout. Right now you kind of have to tell me, like in the order email or order notes, what charity you want to donate to with your order. But a percentage of each sale goes to a charity. You're going to choose which one from my About Me page when you order from my website. At this art show, all of the t-shirts that I have made from upcycled products, so I took t-shirts from like secondhand stores and put designs on them. 20% of those sales will go towards a charity here in Denver. But yeah, I'm just trying to, since this is like a side hustle for me, I'm just trying to grow it into something super productive towards the bettering of the planet. That's all. That's as simple as I can put it. But yeah, I've noticed like when I go back and read my blog posts, it's very much like about me and like what I did, which is fine. But what I really like, it's funny because like that's what I typed, right? But that's not what I want to talk about. Like I must just like be in such a hurry that that's like what I put down. So I just really need to go back and vamp the blog, because like I would write about like Yosemite National Park, but I only wrote about like, well, I went and saw this, and then I went and saw this, and here is a picture of this that I saw, instead of talking about what Yosemite does, right? Why is it a national park? What do they do for conservation? Yeah. So that's what I mean when I say like I want to revamp my blog. Also, sometimes when I say blog, I feel like I'm saying blag instead of blog. Blag. Blag. It's probably just me in my head. That's not the shape that's supposed to be. Right. Should probably change that stream elements too. They're not really new anymore. Take up your space, flower. Put the words in the middle. Blag. Blag sounds British for some reason. As almost every other American Old Bear, I feel like I can do a decent British accent. But I feel like a lot of Americans think that, and then an actual British person hears us and they're like, well, that doesn't sound like us at all. I don't know what she's talking about. That still has the drop shadow. Okay, I kind of like this. Goonie, I keep on to like look like this. Like this little thing. Side glance. Blam. It's weird. Is that yellow offsetting it that much? Maybe I have to like make it less than 43% opaque. Is it hard to work with only one eye's worth of vision? Honestly, this was my good eye though, Goonie. It's fine. I've heard them complain that we only know 1 to 3 accents at best. The British people. That's because like a lot of us go to like Queen's English. Because that's like kind of what you hear in movies. Maybe this one won't work. I thought it was gonna work, but I don't know if I like what it's doing to my colors. But now I've had work meetings where I talk in a British accent with one of my co-workers. It's just a one-on-one, so it's just her and I. And she and I will talk like this back and forth for the entire meeting, just because we feel like it. And we have a lot of fun with it. Also, my husband hates it when I talk in an accent. He doesn't like it at all. I could do a nature one for this one. That's a great British bake-off accent. I haven't seen that show. I also like to exaggerate my old Midwest, like northern Midwest Minnesotan accent. Don't you know? Some things don't come out naturally, and some things don't. You have that probably. The best way to tell, Old Bear, is how you say the word. Hold on. How you say this word. How do you say that word? That is how you know if you have a Midwest accent. And I can't even give you a demonstration because I can only say it the Midwest way. I cannot say it the way that my husband and my friends from Colorado say it. Shut up, Goody. Yeah, I can only say big. I cannot, like, every time I try to say it with, like, that shorter A, I get stuck. It's like my brain glitches. Bag. Like, I have to, like, really... Bag. 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 No, it just sounds fucking stupid. Bag. It's bag. Okay, it's just bag. When I first moved to Colorado, I worked in a retail job. And you know, you always have to ask people, do you want your receipt in the bag? And I would get people that would ask me, are you from Canada? I'm like, close enough. Oh, you're close enough, yeah. This one's kind of pretty. Yeah, the O's are really prominent here. Yeah. Oof that. Alright, I think I like these. Save as. And sometimes I just break out in accents for no good unconscious reason, like I just do it. But yeah, so like whenever I do accents, my husband's always like, that's not your voice. And I'm like, but it is my voice. And he goes, but it's not your real voice. And I'm like, well then whose voice is it? Because it's my voice. It's coming out of my vocal box. And he's like, but it's not really your voice. And I think it means like, you know, my accent, you know, but I just have. But like with the northern one, I'm like, I used to talk like this. And he's like, but you don't anymore. Oh my god, but you don't anymore. But yeah, I just like to put it. My mom still has a very strong Minnesotan accent back in California. And I have an aunt and uncle that live in Montana that we went and visited last weekend. Not the weekend that just ended, but the weekend before. And they definitely still have Minnesotan accents, and it was like, it makes me so happy to hear it when I hear it. Like, I know people who moved to the Midwest, and obviously didn't have the Midwest accent before moving there. So then they moved there, and then all of a sudden you're talking to them and they start dropping the ooftas, you know, and the oh yeahs, and you know, and and I'm just like, haha, it's taking over. But I feel like the oh yeah thing is more of an exaggeration than like a natural conversation thing. I definitely feel like ya no or so yeah comes more naturally. Like when you're ending a sentence and you're like, you know. You grew up in the city, is so much more subtle but still identifiable. Do you mind telling me what city, Old Bear? Hi, Purple Warlock. Hi. You're going to be listening on your way home. Drive safe and avoid idiots, Purple Warlock. Big Hat. I almost missed the Big Hat. You're back. Hi, One Fire. What did you make today? Oh, you're from St. Paul? Very cool. If you know where La Crosse, Wisconsin is, that's where I grew up. And I went to, well, in that area. I moved multiple times. And I went to university at Winona State. Always. I made sure to keep your legacy moving. Yeah, Goonie's the one that redeemed the Big Hat, One Fire. Alright, so I, from my t-shirts, only had 3 quotes to work with for a mug, but I need a 4th one. A punny one that has to do with bodies. So we have my body, my choice. We have you dislike me for my body. And we have all bodies are beautiful. So what would be a good 4th? Sweet chili turkey lettuce wraps with peanut toppings. Is it good, One Fire? Is it good? Yeah, you know La Crosse. Most of my time in Wisconsin has been spent in River Falls, though. I've never been there, but I had a friend from high school that went to college in River Falls. And I remember this because, okay, so I made all of my friends when I graduated high school, like these sappy goodbye discs, you know, where I took like video footage and pictures of our time together as friends through middle school and high school, because I only knew these girls in middle school and high school because of moving around. And like at the end I would put good luck at, and then there's school. Okay, I only had like 3 friends, okay, so it's not like I made a lot of these. Okay. And one of them was going to River Falls, and before that I had never heard of River Falls, so I just assumed it was Black River Falls, which is also a town. So I put Black River Falls at the end of her disc, and I just remember her being like, yeah, but I'm going to River Falls, and I was like, oh, my bad. I done fucked up. My bad. Alright, what is another quote about bodies that we could apply to this? Oh, it is very good. I think it would be better if you cooked it in like peanut oil instead of olive oil, but it's all I got. That makes sense because of like the peanut toppings and stuff. Is that one you're going to keep, One Fire? Quotes about bodies. I might regret this Google search. Vegemite, you just don't know where to get most of the sauces that go in it. That's fair. Oh, these are not the kind of body quotes I am looking for. Oof that. Probably H Mart or M Mart or whatever. Is that the Asian market? I don't think this is the right page I want to be on to find a quote for a fourth mug. If any of you guys have any quotes about bodies that are like body positive kind of quotes, drop them in chat. You just drove by a temperature thing that said 106 degrees? That's disgusting, Warlock. Aren't you so glad that we invested in a mini split AC unit for the condo? Ugh. Could do embrace your body. I'm gonna make a poll. Which body quote? Embrace your body, or I'm picking up my lips. Stop it. I'm like trying not to read these all out loud because I'm trying to keep the poll somewhat of a secret. I feel like you guys really can't see me. What is that? Let's see. Tried that one already. That was not a good one. Like a lot of these are about like sexiness, and I'm like, that's not what I'm going for. We are not going for the sexiness. We are going for the pun. Just need one more. It takes more than just a good looking body. Yeah, not that one. That one doesn't even fit in here, so we're not gonna do that one. It's too long. One for you've been using that giraffe one a lot lately. You like the giraffe. This quote is, seafood is one of the easiest things to digest. A bratwurst is really hard on the body. Okay. care, Joey Chestnut, whoever you are. I like my bratwurst. Shut up. I also like seafood. Joey Chestnut is the hot dog eating champion. Oh, is he? Why do you know this stuff, Warlock? Brat Western gross hamburgers are king. What? Oh, you're saying bratwursts are gross, hamburgers are king. No, one fire. No, you're wrong. That's the competitive eater. So you guys know who this guy is? Okay, y'all are funny. I live under a rock, apparently. I knew that already, but y'all just confirmed it further. I don't have like a funny way of remembering his name. Otherwise, I'm right. Joey Chestnut. No, not really. Like, there's a tennis player that's really famous, and I think his real name is Jokovic. But I always call him Chokovic to remember his name. Because he's the guy that, like, threw a temper tantrum and threw a tennis ball, or, like, hit a tennis ball behind him, and it hit a woman in the throat. So that's my nickname for him. He's also a competitive eater for other stuff, but mainly known for hot dogs. I imagine if you're a competitive eater for anything, you eat, you know, you compete in more than one competition, because, like, that's, like, what else do you do? But I've watched those competitions before, like, just, I don't even think, like, the really big ones, but, like, you know, like, on, like, I think, like, on Nick Gas, like, if you're old enough to know what Nick Gas is, it's a channel, it was Nick Games and Sports, and I think they had some, like, eating competitions on there. Oh my. Oh, there. Did your mind go somewhere? Oh my god, all these body quotes suck. Like, I don't know how else to Google this stuff. Body positive. Speak to your body in a loving way. People are gonna be out here talking to their cameras. Going rogue. Lord of the Rings quotes about bodies. Oh, my body is broken. You have to let me go. No, that's not going on my pretty mug. What about a more camera body-like pun? I'm not gonna pun to something like my body turns negatives into positives. Vibes. Oh, hold on, you're onto something here, old bear. My body turns negatives into positive. feel like there's something there. I'm just trying to think, because like digital cameras don't really use negatives. The feeling that's popping in your head is my body is chrome, my blood is gasoline, and I don't think that's considered a body positive thought. There's probably some plays on Nikon, Canon, Kodak, etc. too. Yeah. I feel like I'm so good at coming up with puns when I'm not under pressure, but since like I'm on stream, I'm like blank. Just blanking out here. Cause like the one, okay, so like my body, my choice is obviously like political. And then all bodies are beautiful. It's just like a generic body positive quote. And then you just act before my body is taken and changed a bit from the movie Cars from Disney, because there's a quote in there that's like, she just acts before my body, that Mater says. So I'm trying to think of like something else to like twist like that. My Google searches are not helping me.
If memories
I
are
found
a
a
movie,
third one. I'm
Monster
building
Cat
a poll
Instinct
over
provides
here.
the soundtrack. We supply brand new electronic, dance, house, and melodic music each week to keep the party going. From the festival grounds to unforgettable nights, Instinct is where connections are made and where inspiration strikes.
This is like hard. Got one more. You aged yourself with that one. That's okay, okay. I actually, I still shoot film. I only shoot black and white film. In college, I learned how to develop black and white film, so I actually have, like, darkroom chemicals and stuff when I develop pictures here at home sometimes. But I only know how to develop black and white, so I only shoot black and white. I'm gonna have to, like, Twitter this one, like take out vowels. Alright, starting a poll. I think I got a good handful of options there. Okay, so we have embrace your body, love your body size doesn't matter, dear body, I love you, or this is on the head of like Twitter, I'm sorry. My body turns negatives into art. We actually had an awesome dark room in your high school. That's cool. My high school did not have a dark room. Nor did I take photography classes in high school. I only really started in college. But the public high school, one of the public high schools in La Crosse, had a pretty cool dark room where like you went into this door and you were like in this tube and then it spun you around and you would like go in on the other side. I'm gonna snooze the ad for 5 minutes. I'm really bad at like watching when ads are happening, but I'm snoozing it for 5 minutes so we can get through this poll. Your first high school had a big box for a dark, like on the counter kind of thing. I've seen that like at Walgreens. They have like this box and they stick their hands. So they're like these gloves and they like work in this box. I think it's weird. But yeah, my high school did not have a dark room. Yeah, so if you could all vote in the poll to determine what this fourth quote is going to be. Again, the options are embrace your body, love your body size doesn't matter, dear body, I love you. And then the last one, I'll translate again, is my body turns negatives into art. It was super makeshift. It sounds like it. No, at Winona State University, I don't know if they still have it, but the basement of one of the buildings had a dark room in it. And I somehow, even though I wasn't qualified to do it because, okay, so like campus jobs were typically only given to students who had like FAFSA loans or whatever, student loans, and I did not. But I somehow still got a job in the darkroom. I think just because I was so passionate about film, and like, you know, it's hard to find somebody who loves film so much nowadays. So I took a film class as my second photography class. Loved it. Really got into it. Started teaching other people how to do film, which then became like my campus job. So I literally got paid to sit in the darkroom. And on the rare occasion that a person came down to this basement that was supposedly haunted, but I never saw any ghosts. Maybe I was the ghost. I don't know. But like they would come down and I would teach them how to use the darkroom, and some people would come back and some people wouldn't. Like, and then like if somebody got stuck, like, oh, I can't open my film canister, or like whatever, I would help them out. Okay, we are currently tied between embrace your body and my body turns negatives into art. So if you can please vote in the poll, so we can get this fourth quote. The ones that didn't come back were eaten by the ghost. Maybe. Maybe they were. You never know. No. So it was really weird. So the building that a lot of my classes were in, because I double majored in photography and advertising, which were both mass communications majors. So they were, all of those classes were like in the same building. On the first floor and the basement. On the second floor were the psychology class, like where the psychology students were. So psychology on the second floor, photography and advertising, and all the other mass communication degrees on the first floor. The basement had only photography stuff and a study room. So there was a study room, and it did have the campus radio station and television station areas, like broadcasting areas. So there was a huge room for the television broadcasting area for the campus TV channel that we had. Oh, and then my body turns negatives into art wins. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna write that down so I don't blank. Turns negatives into art. Perfect. Thank you guys for participating in that. And then the dark room was down there, and then there was like a studio photography room that was also down there. And then there was like another room that had like all of the props for the studio photography rooms. Like if you were doing studio photography, I took this class too. You like had to like go into this other room and grab all of your props and which had a lock pad on it, and then go into this other room to set it all up and go back and forth between the two. It was kind of a pain in the ass, but whatever. But since the psychology department was on the second floor, on occasion you would get a little white mouse in the basement. Like obviously like a loud mouse. And I always felt bad for them because, they kill them at the end of experiments. So sometimes I would catch them and I would like give them to because I knew other people who wanted a mouse like for a pet, and I'd give them to people so they wouldn't get killed. Because that's the kind of person that I am. 25 is too big. 25 too big. 23. Let's try 22. There we go. My body turns negatives into art. Okay, we need a new picture for this one. What do we have? We have on the other mugs, we have Hanging Lake on one, the Bison on the second one, and then the Colorado River and Glenwood Canyon on the third. So maybe another creature. Or sign of human life, like these bicycles. Let's try this one. Oh my goodness. Hi Shadow Shimmer. Fancy seeing you here. One Fire coming in with the raid emote. Hi. Welcome on in, Shadow Shimmer. How was your stream? Thank you for the raid. No, it shows One Fire as a raider. It does show him like in with the little umbrella symbol. Here, let me. There we go. Guys, if you're not following Shadow Shimmer, please do. Shadow Shimmer is a very new streamer, and we're trying to get Shadow Shimmer to 50 followers so that, they can open up all of the fun affiliate stuff. So let's do it. You have you going through 3 different sounds right now. It's very weird. Well, One Fire, narrow that down. It was good, and then I accidentally quit out of the game and nothing had saved. Oh no. Okay, so you were playing Rugrats in Paris. Was it on your PC? Or what was it on? Like, there's no way to go back and save it? I don't even know what system that would have come out on. Because it was on the emulator, it doesn't save normally. Does emulator mean PC then? Did you like the game? The only Rugrats game I've ever played. Oh God. I don't remember. I don't know if I'll be able to come up with the title of it. It's on the N64. But it's not like what you were playing. It's not like a story mode or whatever. It's like a puzzle one. It was an N64 game on PC. Can't think of the Rugrats game I used to play. You were enjoying the game. A lot of the mini games were challenging but doable. I'll have to look into it. I'll have to see one if we own it, because I don't remember if we do, because sometimes I just buy Nintendo 64 games. No, we're not gonna do this one. Not this picture. Can't think of the Rugrats games. You would. One fire. Are you gonna say us the game? They look purple or not? We have like 5 copies of the game. You just bought another copy of. You have 5 copies of Rugrats in Paris? Is that what you're telling me right now? It's making fun of you, but it didn't come out and talk to text very well. I would just buy random Nintendo 64 games, is that what you're saying? Because it's true. That's what I did. Maybe we'll just do another. You don't think we own it because you've never played it before? I do have a Rugrats game on a Nintendo 64, but I know it's not Rugrats in Paris. I just can't think of what it was called. I feel like they were in a temple. And like, you get certain moves or something. I don't know. No, One Fire, so I put I put all of the Nintendo 64 games that we own into a spreadsheet. So that when I am out looking at games, I can reference said spreadsheet and be like, we already own this. The 64 was great. Ocarina of Time was legendary. I agree. I still love my Nintendo 64. In fact, okay, so my Nintendo 64 was technically my brother's Nintendo 64. So my brother bought one back in the 90s, like brand new. And that's the one that I have held on to all of these years. He went into the Air Force and left it behind. Never asked for it back, you know, when he got out of training, whatever. Never asked for it back. So I just kept buying games for it, controllers, you know, more accessories, blah, blah, blah. Then it wasn't until like 5 years ago that he asked me for this Nintendo 64 back, and I told him no. I'm like, no. I have been taking care of this Nintendo 64 for a few decades now, and I have bought so many games for it, you can't have that. But last Christmas, my husband bought me the Donkey Kong Jungle Green Nintendo 64, you know, that's kind of like see-through. And it came with like the Jungle Green controller and stuff too. Because green's my favorite color. So now that is my Nintendo 64. So now I'm thinking about, and this might be like a dick move, I don't know. I thought about sending the Nintendo 64 back to my brother around Christmas time with like a real gift, you know? And be like, here you go. You can have your Nintendo 64 back now. Same with your brothers, except he took it with him. I was surprised he didn't take it with him, but my brother is now mostly a PC gamer.
To breathe, to breathe. This
Am I back?
seems like it's a common theme.
I might be back.
Don't think I understand.
Hi. Okay, then I'm back. Hi. Yes, Crash, you did say it might happen. Yes, I did. Thank you, Old Bear. Greenwich is also me, FYI. It's my alternate username. I know I almost made it. I'll have to go back and see how long that stream was. Because that was a really good length of time before this computer decided to crash. Alright, I have to reset up my window capture. So 1 second. There we go. Oh, and do you guys have music or did that go away? That is open.
When can we forget about this?
Input is microphone, output is that, so you should still have music, but let me know if you don't. And I will fix that for you. Perfect. Still have music. Awesome. Thank you, Old Bear. Alright. I'm gonna go to my just chatting screen here for a minute. I think I'm gonna take this hat off for like a 1 second. Oh, do I have hat hair? A little bit. It's okay. Oh, Stitch. I didn't know you were in here with me. You're so cute. Right. Look who's in here with me. Focus on the dog, camera. Focus on the dog. Focus on the dog. It's not gonna focus on the dog. Oh, Aspie. Alright, I wanted to see if I could get a preview of what the quote will look like. Really quick.
Look at me, breathing deep. After all the things we've been through, yeah, don't forget the reasons not to let this slip through our hands.
Purple Warlock, 2 months of subscription. Thank you so much. I have to edit that command because it's putting. Before it would just say name at the end, and now I got it to actually say your name, but now it has a $sign in front of it. I'm just special. Alright, let's see here. Let's see if I can get this screen shared with you. Oh, because I have a window. Hold on. Okay, that's uploading. Look, you can see that my handsome husband messaged me up in the corner. That's funny. I should probably just pop this up on its own. Whoa, look at you. You can see me now. Well, that's fun. There we go. Try that again. I love that emote from Goonies stream. Okay, I want to see. Ooh, we're gonna see if this gets cut off. Preview. Ooh. does not get cut off. Guys, I think I'm gonna like it. What do we think? Is it cool? Is it too cool for school? I wish it would show me, like none of them show me like the front. They're all like from like the side. I like it. Yeah, I like it. Alright. Thank you, Old Bear. I like it too. We're just gonna preview the one. Because they're all pretty much gonna look the same, right? Just the image changes a little bit in the background and then the quote changes. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it there. I appreciate you all so much for being here today. It was a lot of fun getting to meet several new people. Hold on. Let me be able to call you out. Let's see. Bradley Rose followed me 7 hours ago before I streamed. Hi, Chespin. You were also rating from Shadow Shimmer. Hi. But Bradley Rose followed me 7 hours ago before I started streaming. So Bradley, if you're there in the background, I appreciate the follow. Old Bear, thank you so much for the follow. Vent1C or Ventic, I appreciate the follow. I have your Instagram post that you shared in chat open on my laptop, so I'll check them out here after stream. Thank you, Tessa Jane, for the resub. We've been here for 4 months now. Thank you, Goonie B, for the resub, also here for 4 months. And thank you to Purple Warlock for the resub at 2 months. And thank you, Shadow Shimmer, for the raid. Thank you all so much, again, for hanging out with me today. I've had a lot of fun. I really like these mugs that we created together. Old Bear, props to you for that 4th quote. I really like it. My body turns negatives into art. Love it. But yeah, so I'm Becca of Imbeccable Images. I stream typically Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. My stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays are at 4:30 p.m. Mountain Time. I will be streaming on Thursday at 4:30 p.m. Mountain Time, but I will not be streaming this Saturday because I will be driving up to Montana instead of streaming. So if you're able to make it to Thursday, great. If not, that's totally okay. I'll see you when I see you, but I do really appreciate you being here. We are going to raid out. We're going to raid Goonie B per tradition around here. He's been playing Breath of the Wild. He's been on this like Zelda-thon thing since last year, September. So he's... Oh, I'm trying to think of like what the older Zelda game was that he played. But he's played Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, and now he is playing Breath of the Wild, Link to the Past. Thank you, Shadow. So now he's playing Breath of the Wild. So if you want to come along for the raid, come on with. He's probably playing Words with Stream. That's how he kind of opens up, or Words on Stream. That's kind of how he opens up his program. So come on with and have some fun with us. All right. Again, thank you guys so much today. I appreciate you, and I will see you next time. Thank you.